Game 5 in the Western Conference semifinals. The Golden State Warriors have everything to fight for. Their path is simple. Down 3-1 in a must-win situation. They must bring tenacity, the heart, and an absolute will to win as they face elimination against the Timberwolves. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue. Coming right up.
Welcome to the Western Conference semifinals and a possible closeout Game 5. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. Now Golden State's starting 5. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Bajemski out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at the point. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Randall. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And we've seen Randall add a three-point shot. However, this is the area of the court he's most comfortable, that mid-range.
Here's Bajemski. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Hield from outside. And rebounded by McDaniels. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Now, I asked him who hasn't worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Now, right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Thank you, David. Bajemski's shot is good.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Edwards passes to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Hield. Didn't think that was going to go in.
Look, Conley's run pick and roll a million times. Knows when to pass it, knows when to keep it.
Here's Butler, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Hield. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Green with the ball. Now defended by Randall.
At all times he's on the court. Green is active and physical. He loves being in the middle of the action.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Now right there, Edwards uses the screen to create the space he needs.
Pass to Jackson Davis. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And Edwards drops them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Bajemski. Good on the three-point shot. Bajemski's got 5. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now McDaniels, defended by Butler. McDaniels kicks to Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Misses the three.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's Pajemski. He has 5. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over McDaniel. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Three-pointer Heel. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They want that intensity to carry over from that victory on Friday.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Here's Jackson Davis. Following the basket by Julius Randle. Some nice passing by Golden State. Heel can't hit.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
And so good off the bounds. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Heel, still scoreless. Pass to Green. Down low, Jackson Davis. Good, great play by Green to set it up.
Yeah, Green loves tearing your defense apart by making great passes and executing on offense.
To the paint, here's Gobert. Comes up empty down low. Warriors trail by 3. Butler with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Green dishes to Butler. For Gobert.
So good at finding these rejections. Gobert has all the physical tools and razor-sharp reflexes as a defender.
Now here's Conley. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Gobert with a screen on Green. Randle passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Butler. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending him.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Warriors making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. Inside. The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw good. Pajemski. Pajemski hits them both. Minnesota leading by 3. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Randle outside. Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. Here's Alexander Walker. They grab their own miss. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, it's like Gobert's got magnets in his hand. He's led the league in rebounding before in his career.
Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Edwards. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Back to Butler. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And the shot falls short this time.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Gobert, the pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
They kick it out to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State. Outside Butler. The three. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
He may not take a lot of threes, but we know Butler is more than capable of knocking them down.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Here's Conley. Pass to Randall. Now Reid. 5 to shoot. And Julius Randle with the 3. Randall's got 9.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Here's Podziemski. Green, the screen. Kuminga with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Stolen by Michael Conley. And Reid has it in the corner. Alexander Walker on the wing. Reid finds DiVincenzo. A fadeaway, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Pass to Green. Kuminga against Randall. Here's Butler. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Now here's Green.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing, coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And the second free throw, good.
And hadn't had great success at the line, but Green certainly works on his game from there.
Conley, the pass to Alexander Walker. To the inside. Lets it go from deep. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. It's a 10-point game. And Kuminga throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Kuminga. And here is Butler. Reid with the rebound.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Back to Randall. And And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back to the action in just a minute. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Reed is out there with Gobert, and it's DiVincenzo in at the line. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's DiVincenzo. No scoring in this one.
Well, when Gobert has the ball, it just seems like defenders are plastered to him.
This is his first free throw of the game. He hits the second from the line. Warriors trail by 9. And here is Moody to the middle. Here's Payton. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Baseline jumper, and that one is good. Edwards got 11 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Oh, here's Edwards. Gobert controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Gobert's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, Gobert showcasing that athleticism.
Spencer, the pass to Moody. He can't hit that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to Spencer. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look for that.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good.
Well, the biggest thing Naz Reid brings to your team, spacing. Reid can play the 5 and hit threes. There aren't a lot of guys like him.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
To the inside. Here's Moody. Pass to Spencer. Buries the long-range jumper. Spencer's got 5 points now in the quarter. DiVincenzo with it. McDaniels kicks to Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to post. And rejection by McDaniels.
A swat from McDaniels with a near 7-foot wingspan. He can cover a lot of ground.
In the corner, Moody with it. That's it, coming off an assist from Payton. Moody's got it back down to single digits for the Warriors. Now, here's DiVincenzo. To Gobert. McDaniels against Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
So strong. Gobert just goes through the bump. You have to hammer him now.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And just over 3.5 minutes play here in the second quarter. Pass to Moody. Golden State moving it around. The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First one falls for them.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that will allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Now here's McDaniels. Nothing on the board. DiVincenzo kicks to Gobert. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 5. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. From past the arc, drills it from outside. Gobert's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, you know Gobert's defense is always in the spotlight. But what about his scoring tonight?
Spencer. And again, it's the Warriors missing. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Defended by Moody. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. 5 on the clock. Edwards with a tough shot.
Well, when Edwards gets this on, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Moody the pass to Spencer. Good on the triple. Spencer's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Warriors.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Fires from the line. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Now, here's Payton. There's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Timberwolves leading by 7. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Gobert with a screen for DiVincenzo. Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got 15 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Payton. Here's Post. Just 5 on the clock. Spencer's shot is on. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Moses Moody.
He's built like a linebacker, Edwards is. So tough to stop.
Minnesota making a switch here. Randall's checked in. And some changes here for the Warriors. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 11. He tries for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Reeves got 6 rebounds here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Edwards from outside the arc. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Down low. Butler on the attack.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
Outside Edwards. Randall outside. Reed with a screen on Kuminga. Randall from outside. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Warriors trail by 12. Green with a screen for Butler. Inside. And there's Green on the assist by Butler. Green's got 5 now.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
And the wide open shot from Reed from outside off the mark.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
A catch and shoot specialist. Hield has a quality jump shot and really makes quick decisions.
Randall is doubled. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Butler feeling out of it. Over Reed. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randle. Reed with a screen on Hield. 3-pointer, Randle. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors trail by 7. Butler in the corner. Hield, the pass to Santos. Back to Hield. 6 to shoot. Here's Butler. And rebounded by McDaniels.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Golden State's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Hield finds Green. There's Kuminga. A three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 7. Pass to McDaniels. Randle outside. Trying to end the drought. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And for the Warriors, they're shooting the ball at a 43% rate here in the second. And the shot goes in.
And not just a score. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
Reed the pass to McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
That's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight.
The Warriors have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. That free throw good from Kuminga. Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. And he makes the first but misses the second. To the paint. Edwards passes to DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Outside Edwards. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Back to Hield. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And what a show of agility by Hield, getting around the contact there and right to his finish.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Now Podziemski. Pass to Butler. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
You know, that being said, Shaq, you can't get complacent. Got to keep stepping on that gas pedal.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. They are on the cusp of closing out this series. You think they'll get it done, big fella?
You smell that, Ernie? It smells like barbecue chicken, and I know they smell it too.
Good teams that have that switch, they can flip it and close a game out. Don't hang around and play with your food. Go in and finish it.
You guys are making me hungry. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinal. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Warriors trail by 7, and on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. Hield is out there with Podziemski, and it's Butler in at the small forward position.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Randall kicks to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Shot clock at 5. Gobert with a screen for Conley, and he's good on the 3-ball. Conley's got 6.
I'll tell you, give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Green with a screen for Butler. Shoots over McDaniel. Count that 1, and the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Jimmy Butler.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Gobert with a screen on Hield. Conley kicks to Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. "90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Podziemski. Clock at 6. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 10. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. Gobert down low. Guarded by Green. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Shoots over Podziemski. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Conley's got his 3rd basket of the night. Hield outside. Pass to Green. Lets it go from 11. Gobert with the block. Here's Edwards. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Butler with the ball. McDaniels defending. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And it's that bulldog mentality that Green possesses, just going at defenders and daring them to foul him.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. Minnesota leading by 11. Conley the pass to Edwards. Conley sets a screen for Edwards. A three-pointer no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Outside, Kuminga. Offensive rebound, and he makes that one. Green's got 8 points.
Oh, good anticipation by Draymond, crashing the glass right on time to win that second chance look.
Conley finds Edwards. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Inside, Moves back up. The Warriors pull it in. Down low. Here's Hield. And then Hield with the dunk.
Explosive play by Hield, taking off and slamming that one down before the D could react.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to talk to his guys. Side, Conley. Pass to Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Kuminga with it. Out defended by Randall. 6 to shoot. Hield can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 7. McDaniels with the ball. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Trying to get something going. Another miss by Minnesota. The Warriors have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Butler. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got 6 rebounds here tonight. Randall kicks to Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Green with a screen on McDaniels. Outside Butler. Over Gobert. Butler, no good. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Now here's Kuminga. Here's Butler. Gobert with the block. A second chance effort. Butler, no good.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
To the middle. Here's Randall. Great D that time from Green. Warriors trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Pajemski. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Timberwolves leading by 9. Randall outside. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Randall's got 14 points for the game.
And helping the team space the floor there. Randall with so much more confidence now from the outside.
Green with a screen on McDaniel. Butler dishes to Green. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 10 points for him. The Timberwolves have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Hield, the pass to Kuminga. Good. Kuminga's got his second bucket.
Well, not really much you can do to stop him there. You want your players to go hard at the bucket like that.
And man, Gobert is on a tear right now. Keep going to the hot hand.
Here's Pajemski. He's got 10. Three-pointer Hield. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got 7 rebounds in the game. And he banks in the layup. Randle's got 7 points for the quarter. Warriors trail by 15. Hield outside. Outside Butler. Pass to Pajemski. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Golden State's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And the wide open shot from Green. And again, it's the Warriors missing. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And it's off from three-point range. Pajemski on the wing. Butler kicks to Hield. Outside Butler. Back to Hield. Just 5 to shoot. Over Edwards. Hield can't hit.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
Gobert against Green. A shot by McDaniels. No good. Warriors trail by 15. Here's Pajemski. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Butler. He's got 9. And rebounded by McDaniels.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
It's stolen by Edwards. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Mr. Gobert. Now, here's McDaniel. Defended by Kuminga. For 3, Edwards. Warriors trail by 17. Pajemski with it. Conley picks him up. And the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a three-point play. The Warriors making a switch here. The Warriors have gone 9 of 13 from the line. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Edwards. Randle with the ball. Over Green. And so it's Minnesota with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back right after this. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Just picking us apart, right? Guy cuts behind you down the lane. Miscommunication there. They're cutting behind us. So we got to...
But clearly, Greg, is not happy with his team's aggressiveness on the defense. And clearly, Steve calling his team out on it.
Yeah, gently asking for them to pick it up. They're going to need to if they want to win this one.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Julius Randle. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. And it's Reed in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Minnesota leading by 14. Pass to Randall. Hits the jump hook. Randall's got 20.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
Podziemski, good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Podziemski finds Butler. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
The rebound by Post.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Here's Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Podziemski. Pass to Santos. Sinks the three-pointer.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Now here's DiVincenzo. From the arc, Reed gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
Such a confident shooter. Reed was ready as soon as the ball got to him.
Tries a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall outside. A baseline J. Pass to Alexander Walker. Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Fades. He gets it in there.
Yeah, really not where you expect Reed to shoot from, but he clearly made the right choice by taking that shot.
Now Podziemski. Pass to Post. No good from outside. Now here's Randall. He's defended by Podziemski. A 3-ball and another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Santos, the pass to Butler. Now Podziemski. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. They are just killing them on the interior.
Now here's Butler. Takes it off the glass.
And Butler tremendously strong for a wing. That really helps inside.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Edwards, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And the Warriors also making a change. Kuminga's checked in. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Reed. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Reed misses.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Santos, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the inside. Reed gets the bucket. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Shot by Podziemski, no good. Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Fires for 3. And Moody pulls it down. Golden State's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here's Kuminga. Here's Santos. Some nice passing by Golden State. Drills the 3-pointer. Podziemski's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Here's Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the way.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
And here is Butler. To the middle. Reed with the block.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniel. Pass to Reed. Warriors with the rebound. Kuminga's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Majemski on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. And Kuminga throws it down.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Back to Edwards. Wants to get it to Reed, and does. Picked by Reed. Randall from outside. Majemski grabs the board. Majemski's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's good. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. Out to the right wing. Pass to Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Here's Majemski. Defended by DiVincenzo. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Gobert comes in for Reed. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Butler, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Pass to Santos. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And that's now 21 points for Rudy Gobert. Pass to Green. Outside, Kuminga. To the paint. Here's Butler. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Now here's Conley. Randall passes to Conley. That one drops for him.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Well, with the conference finals within reach, he was not going to let it slip away. Hield finds Butler. Here he goes. And the shot goes in. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, look, you can't give Butler these lanes to the rim. He's explosive on the attack.
Randall left side. 6 to shoot. Back to McDaniel. The rebound by Hield. Warriors trail by 21. Outside Butler. Back to Kuminga. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 9 points for Jonathan Kuminga.
And Butler is someone any coach would love to have. You see why with passes like these.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Timberwolves.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And I clearly think they showed to be the better team over the course of the series.
Hey, anytime you can win in 5, I mean, tonight, of course, they are way out in front. You take a lot of that mojo into the next round. We'll see if they can keep this same sort of competitive attitude as the stakes get higher. The competition also gets tougher.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Rudy Gobert.
Well, he was all about the rim protection in this one. His defensive presence was felt from the get-go.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Outside Conley. And so the Minnesota Timberwolves win the series, and they will move on and eliminate any chance of a comeback with a big-time win here in Game 5. And Greg, it's on to the conference finals for them.
And if there was anybody doubting this team heading into round 2, this series should have erased any of those doubts. A convincing win for a team whose championship hopes are looking bigger and brighter.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game.